Light day in the NBA, just 4 games.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs, Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. Last season, the Cavs did not have the best record in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks did, but Cleveland did come out of the East.
DJ Khaled. And the city flowing with lights as we get a great look at beautiful downtown Cleveland, Ohio. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. The Cavaliers again playing host.
Ready to go?
Continuing their
Ready to go?
homestand in this one. Winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
This game decides whether they'll come out on the top or the bottom of the season series because they've split the prior 2. And this being the final meeting, so a little more meaning on this one.
Yeah, and so many of these rubber match games like this, you know teams are going to bring it all their heart, all their focus and intensity, because if you don't, you come up short. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be a heck of a battle.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. West is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. And guys, as a second-round pick, Danny Green was once an afterthought out of North Carolina. Now, he's one of the most dangerous three-point shooters in the league.
You're right, Kevin. Throughout last season, and 42% from beyond the arc for his career. And great consistency, too. He's been over 41 every season for the past 4.
Now, Green following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. West can't hit. There's the lob to the hoop, and Thompson throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And a wide-open look for Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Leonard against Thompson. Shoots from drop. Leonard, no luck.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
And, guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Leonard draws the double. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's off the back rim, no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Irving's got his second bucket tonight. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and stolen by Love. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball, and LeBron throws it down hard.
Quick hands on the steal and just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Irving from long range. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving. Spurs trail by 5. Parker kicks to Green. Back to Parker. And the shot is long. And here are the Cavaliers. 9 points in a row. Good run for them right now.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
The drop.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And boy, how they were able to come back in the fourth quarter of that game. Being down as much as they were made it a really special win.
Well, I'm sure they enjoyed it because you're not going to get too many wins where you have to come from that far behind.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Parker passes to West. Leonard attacking and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Mozgov.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
And so he makes both from the line. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Huge. San Antonio again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Irving dishes to Moscow. Run outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Leonard, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Irving attacking. James outside. The 3. Can't hit. And the Spurs going the other way now. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by San Antonio. Love with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
It's LeBron with the drive, and he jams it with authority.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that. Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances up.
And the rejection by Leonard. And the call will be against Tony Parker.
That's his first.
For the Cavaliers, Richard Jefferson. He's checked in for James. Shumpert comes in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving.
Iman Shumpert. Mo Williams.
Here's Shumpert. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Love with a wide open look. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
With 1 on the clock. And as we conclude the first quarter. And the Angels won. Tim Duncan, just a remarkable career. His teammate Tony Parker. It's both unbelievable and amazing, you'd have to agree, talking about Tim Duncan and how he, Greg, continues to stay near the top of his game.
You know, Kevin, they say nobody has ever defeated Father Time. But you know what? There have been a couple bigs that you'd have to say are the exceptions. Kareem being one, and then obviously now what Tim Duncan has been able to do over the course of his career. Just unbelievable.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
And San Antonio has possession, trailing by 13. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for San Antonio, Rasul Butler is out there with Boris Diaw. Then it's Mills, and it's Simmons in at the 2-guard.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Jefferson, and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Pass to Diaw. The kick outside to Butler. Spurs passing it around. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Shumpert heading to the hoop. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time.
That's his first
foul. So it's the Cavaliers now. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Here's Shumpert. Offensive rebound. Williams kicks to Shumpert. Tries again. And the jumper is on the mark.
Iman Shumpert, 2 points.
Shumpert's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Cavs.
Yo, get on Mills.
Mills with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face.
Here's Simmons, guarded by Shumpert. Diaw with a wide-open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Timeout.
Diaw's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. James checked in for Moskov. Smith comes in for Jefferson. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Williams. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Thompson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Yeah, the NBA Development League now celebrating its 15th anniversary and a lot of change over that time. None of the original 8 teams still playing in their original locations. Still, it's only growing, and I think we'll see it grow to 30 teams before long.
Well, Greg, you're talking about the D-League. Not really a moneymaker yet, but it's really benefited, Clark, the NBA in so many ways.
Clearly has, Kevin, a place to train new players, officials, and executives or management, a way to test out possible rule changes. I think building revenue is the focus, though, and the players make a small salary, but the NBA Developmental League is helping the NBA be better.
Spurs trail by 13. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Cleveland.
Timeout called, Cleveland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Charlotte and the Chicago Bulls.
Here we go.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Hornets. We've got Wingate. Mourning is out there with Johnson. Then it's Bogues, and it's Gill in at the shooting guard position. Now, here is Mourning, following the miss by Michael Jordan. Here's Wingate, and that one is hammered home.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Here's Jordan, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
To the middle, deflects the pass. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
It's a real alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Here's Johnson, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one almost always deadly when he's that open. That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And stolen by Jordan. Down low, Pippen can't hit.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
Down low, Harper's shot, good. Harper's got his first bucket in this one.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Bogues.
Charlotte foul call. Muggsy Bogues. That's his.
Here's Jordan. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Right side Harper. A three. Another miss by Harper. The Hornets trail. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And the rejection by Pippen. Here's Harper. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now, here is Mourning, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So for the Bulls, Wennington, he's checked in for Longley, and Kerr subbed in for Ron Harper. Pippen kicks to Jordan.
Hey, Steve!
Rodman sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. Slam dunk by Jordan.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration at the edge of the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker. You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
14 feet away. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. The pass to Bogues. And stolen by Jordan. Some changes for Chicago. Simpkins, he's checked in for Rodney. Kukoc comes in for Pippen. And Bushler subbed in for Michael Jordan. The three, Kerr. The triple, trained by Steve Kerr. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Passes it to Simpkins. From downtown, it's rebounded by Charlotte. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Wingate passes to Johnson. Inside. That's tipped. And even 3-on-3 break. Bushler. They get it back. Wennington with the bucket.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Rebound by Wingate.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Come on, Muggsy!
Bogues dishes to Johnson. Here's Gill. It's deflected. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Kerr gets it to go on the assist by Bushler. Kerr's got 5 now.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had.
2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. And tonight, we'll be watching Steph Curry. Known for his offensive firepower, but he's made major strides in all areas since coming into this league, Shaq.
Yeah, he didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the funny thing is?
What?
He used to be the guy they sat on the bench in fourth quarters when he first got there. Now he's the clutch guy in the NBA, and his turnover to assist ratio thing has gone down tremendously.
Who does he remind you of, let's say in the last 15 years in the league? Who does Steph Curry remind you of?
He's a taller version for me of Mahmoud Abdul.
Oh, you stole my name. I was getting ready to say Chris Jackson.
Do you see some Steve Nash in there, too?
No.
Oh, say does that start?
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of... The Warriors in Oakland, California, live on 2K Sports. In a one-game homestand for the Warriors, as Golden State will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Yeah, and the old adage is that it's hard to beat a team, any team, 3 times in one season. And that's the situation we're facing today. This would be their 3rd win in the season series if they can do it.
Greg, I agree with everything you said there. I mean, it seems they do have the advantage, but I agree, pride does become a factor and a pretty big one. Teams don't like to be swept. So they'll need to put together a solid effort here tonight.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Ejuan Moore is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Snell in at the small forward position. Now here's Gasol. And it's Rose penetrating. And it's blocked by Curry. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Chicago with the ball. 4-point game. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
Green and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
By Draymond Green.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Here's Rose after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Green with the block.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now here's Rose. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta. And so it's Golden State with it. 6-point lead. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the start that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
You know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21, played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Rose kicks to Gibson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Gibson's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
It's Bogut with the drive. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. Rose has got 5 now.
Let's go.
Here's Curry. 26 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Here's more. Another 3 for Chicago.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Warriors leading by 6. Kicks it to Barnes for the 3. Up again, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Curry with the steal. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play. And those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball. And we know he can stroke it from long range.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Greg, for Thompson, a hard-working defender. You were talking about it. Do you think Clark, his offensive style, frees him up to put more energy into defense?
Well, you know, it could be. I mean, he's extremely smooth. He's uber smooth in how he operates. He doesn't have to drive the lane and absorb a lot of contact to get his shot off, and he's quick and efficient with his offense. So that does leave him more energy for the defensive end.
For the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut, and it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Bulls trail by 10. Rose attacking, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. They get Stephen Curry.
2 shots, gentlemen. Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, an understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Bulls have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. And he knocks down the first one. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
That's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with. And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Here's Rose. Rush grabs the miss.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me a bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
No luck. Some solid defense from Gasol. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish Clark to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor. They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
"17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Rose penetrating. No good from Gasol.
Usually if he gets to the rim, it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
1 second left. Got it off in time, but it's no good. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 13. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls. I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys. Love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard too.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. Ready? How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Golden State moving it around. And Thompson throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Gasol attacking, power down with both hands.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for. Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but it was a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston.
Stephen Curry.
Warriors leading by 11. Thompson outside. Here's Bogut, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark bringing it down hard, my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
To the inside. And there's Green on the assist by Bogut. Bogut's got 4 assists now tonight.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Green, and he gets it to go. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Curry with a wide open look. Curry with another miss. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. An MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was the head of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. They've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. And at the All-Star break, a chance for players to heal and recuperate. And Kenny, let's talk about injuries. A part of the game, but some manage to stay healthy. Is it all just luck?
Well, some of it's luck, but a lot of it's preparation. If you prepare your body for the rigors of the NBA season, you're going to reduce the risks and you become more durable, and the quality teams have that. But really, one of the most valuable things a player can bring to the table
Let's get and get loud.
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And nothing better than when you can fit the system and the talent. I mean, win after win. I tell you what this is telling me is the team is playing with tremendous confidence.
Unstoppable right now, Greg. I mean, I don't know how long the streak's going to continue, but the important thing is that they're stacking up wins, and they seem to be getting better and better, which is scary for the rest of the league.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut are down low. And it's Curry in at the point.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence. Clark his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who can actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Here's Green following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Now here's Love. His last outing, he had 8 points. The second effort. And it's finished off by Smith as he lays it in. Smith's got 5.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And the rejection by James. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And stolen by Love. And pushing it up is Cleveland. The Cavaliers again in transition.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here is Smith after the miss from Stephen Curry. Stolen by Thompson.
Hey, watch Curry, watch Curry.
Barnes kicks to Green. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
And Thompson throws it down.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Now here's Barnes. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Here's Thompson, following the basket by Kevin Love. Thompson with the jam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up the lead. Here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good...
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot.
First time out here. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call. Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And that one's good. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
That was the third straight high-percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Williams. That's in there. Love with the assist.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. You're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And the foul on Mo Williams. That's his first foul. Warriors. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State.
Sean Livingston.
And Rush kicks to Livingston. Offensive rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Rush grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 13.
You know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him. And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover. And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
No good from Spates.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in.
Leandro Barbosa.
43 seconds left to play here in the first.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And Green slams it in.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. The drive by LeBron.
Warriors foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
Free throw good, LeBron. And both free throws good for LeBron.
Thank you, Cleveland!
29 seconds left in the first quarter.
Andre.
Spates, the pass to Green. Iguodala. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Draymond Green.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The drive by James. Spates with the block. They get it back. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And here is Iguodala. Here's Livingston. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov.
Substitution for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. Harrison Barnes. Klay Thompson.
It's Curry outside. And no good trying to get that one. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 11. Stay with us as we get set. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson is up there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. He hits both from the stripe.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. A 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And Thompson throws it down.
Kev, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever? I mean, I doubt we'll see them make that mistake again.
LeBron drives in. The shot misses. Great D that time from Green.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Smith with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Love wide open. He fires. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Thompson dishes to Green. And stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Love's running once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors trail by 13. Outside for Curry. Shoots the three, and the rejection by Smith. Curry attacking. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here's Rush. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it on.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Williams gets the bucket.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
It's stolen by Jefferson. And Shumpert kicks to Jones. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 12-point Cavalier lead.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Here's Shumpert. Shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way. And the foul on Mo Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Warriors trail by 12. And the foul on Mo Williams. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
Cleveland leading by 10.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
Diabo Curry.
Launches it. The Cavaliers pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
It's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the 3.
And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
They get a hand on it. That's good from Shumpert on the assist from Jones. Shumpert's got his first points of the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
There's too much standing around here. There's spectators out there. When you're between the lines, you got to be active and moving. They got to look to get that ball inside and get some high percentage chances.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes. The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Austin coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spates is checked in. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Here's Jefferson in the powerful one-handed slam.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
Warriors trail by 15. Dishes it to Green. The 3. Mozgov grabs the board.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game.
And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers lead by 15. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Ernie, I'm going to hit you with some Spanish. Reason number uno why they're being blown out is their poor reboundion. Is that right? Reboundion? I don't know. Rebounding, whatever, however you say it. They're just not battling. Where's the fight? They've had way too many one-and-done possessions. Time to crank up the effort, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. And look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he just went off. In those first 2 quarters, guys, he's capable of doing that on a consistent basis. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Here's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3. The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That's good from Stephen Curry. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And both free throws good for Curry. Cleveland leading by 15. It's stolen by Curry. And there's the pass to Thompson. And the rejection by Love. Here's Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now. Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim record.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
And the rejection by James.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Timeout called the Warriors.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Livingston passes to Bogut. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score, Clark. He did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down and when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Irving dishes to Thompson. And Thompson slams it home. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys. Wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
It's LeBron with the drive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The shooting percentage continues.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors. A good roll continuing right now for the Warriors. They have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. Tonight we're going to be watching LeBron James, still physically superior in just about every matchup. He says he feels his athleticism has waned a little, Shaq. I'm not sure if I see it.
Well, he's older, but listen, Ernie, I played with this guy. He's 275, 5% body fat. He's an absolute handful to deal with in the post and on the open.
On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At center, Andrew Bogut. At center.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Hillel. This is Kevin Harlan. We're going to have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W again.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. That has to make you feel good as a group.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Thompson kicks to Bogut, stolen by Thompson. To the paint, here's Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And now just over a minute played here in the first.
They're losing their concentration here, guys. Some sloppy play going on right now.
Yeah, 2 turnovers in a row, and that's always a recipe for disaster. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Yeah, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Here's Barnes, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Cleveland's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Irving drives in, and it's good. Fought through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Here's James, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
The shot by Curry, no good. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against Los Angeles.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 16-6 run. And a wide open look for Irving. And it's good off the back rim and in. Irving's got 10 points in the game. Warriors trail by 12. Right wing. And there's the call on James. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State.
Substitution for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala. Warriors call a timeout.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by Cleveland. Outside for Curry. Traps in the tray.
Stephen Curry.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Nobody near Williams. Another miss by Williams.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Rebound, Love.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Mozgov drives in. Warriors with the rebound.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And stolen by James. Inside. A drive by Shumpert. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
That's his first.
And a good time here to go over our 2K leaderboard and see which point guards have had the hottest hand at the free throw line over the last 10 games. Number one, Steph Curry.
He's been a model of consistency at the free throw line all season. He's as dependable up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
Yeah, you know, he runs their offense with tremendous poise, and he brings that same composure with him to the line every time he steps up there.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving comes in for Mo Williams. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and two shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Barnes. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Barnes has got 6 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's LeBron. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside Curry. 1 second left. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
His fourth personal foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Stephen Curry. Good if it goes. Can't get it to go. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Again, just a trade process for LeBron has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the Cavaliers?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Curry is out there with Barbosa, and it's Barnes in at the 3. Love. That one off the back iron and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Irving kicks to James. On the wing, Shumpert. Plenty of space. cannot hit. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And that one's good. James. LeBron's got 10 points.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish in style.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. James Jones, he's checked in for James. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Smith. Lock at 6. The kick out to Irving, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Warriors, 4th.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And Green gets it to go. We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this, too. They paid a lot of attention to the body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high-flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Outside Irving. Here's Mozgov. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
From deep, Iguodala. Mozgov grabs the board. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Now the dish to Jones. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Livingston, and he lays it straight in. Livingston's got his first bucket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Smith's shot is good. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. This is to Green. Mozgov with the steal. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Irving. It's tipped. Iguodala up top.
Yeah. And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Barnes against LeBron. Here's Thompson. The shot is off. Nice D from Bogut.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. but the defense stood tall there. And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
1:10 left in the first half of the game. LeBron drives in, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Whoa. That'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Here's Curry, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA. Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Cleveland foul call. Kevin Love.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line. How about Steph Curry in this one? 16 points, and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed. And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Curry. Love, right side. Off target from the wing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short-stroked it.
And we're through the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. On the inbound, James took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. And it's Smith missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
LeBron drives in, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Green, no luck.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Smith with the stop.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
For the Cavaliers, Mozgov comes in for Tristan Thompson, and it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Spates checked in for Golden State.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And they're pushing it up the floor. Curry's shot is off. Hey, just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. No matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Mozgov kicks to Love. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Curry against James. And the basket by Curry.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball secure. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Williams.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's James. Against the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
There you go. I mean, this is the time to get aggressive. I mean, they need to keep feeding him the basketball.
Curry passes to Spates, and he slams it one-handed.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Warriors with possession here. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. When this game is finished, they'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. The drive by James misses from close range.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and here comes Smith. All alone. Oh,
and that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Andrew Bogut checked in for Maurice Spates. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big. And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career. helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith, environment is key.
Well, for J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Pass to Irving. Great D that time from Curry.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And Steph Curry with the foul.
Stephen Curry.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. The Cavaliers shoot their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it. It's been a nice game for Barnes. 10 points and a steal.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
Mo Williams is checked in for the Cavaliers. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
For the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. It's Curry with the drive. Shoots it. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Curry's got 23. The Cavaliers trail by 8. LeBron dishes to Williams. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Green outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
And Greg, the foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. The shot is off. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Warriors lead by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Back as we get set to start the fourth.
Start it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
He did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Iguodala. Barbosa is out there with Livingston. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Rush in at the 4. Here's Iguodala. Mozgov with the block. Jones kicks to Williams, and it's blocked. Here's Barbosa. Rush the pass to Livingston. Mozgov with the block, but they'll get another chance. Williams against Barbosa, and the foul on Mo Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Barnes, who's checked in for the Warriors.
Harrison Barnes.
Here's Rush. Long range from the inbound. Second chance shot, and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Green comes in for Brandon Rush. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Curry outside. And again, no good by Golden State. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Ahead. And Thompson sends it back. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. The shot by Curry, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Jefferson with it, picked up by Thompson. Mozgov's shot is off.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Took him no time at all on that one. Williams has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Cavs. Here's Curry. The shot is off, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And Jefferson wide open. He shoots, and he's good on the 3-ball. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Timeout for Golden State.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Cavaliers with some changes. Love's checked in for Iman Shumpert. James comes in for James Jones. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Williams. And Golden State also making a change. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. And one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Mr. Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continue to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Pass to Thompson. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Cavaliers trailing. James dishes to Smith. Mozgov kicks to Love. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And that one's good. And that's 28 points for Steph Curry.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
And it's sent back by Bogut.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way, no doubt. They've been winning on the backcourt. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Curry against Smith. It's taken away by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on it, he's been giving them medicine.
Nothing like that killer instinct when you're trying to attack the rim there and tie this game up. Now things are about to get interesting.
Iguodala wide open. But they'll get another chance. And Jefferson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Mozgov with the block. And here we go. Fast break. James is up. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Mozgov's shot is off.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Jefferson with it. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. James. Money!
Boy, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Jefferson.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. And there's the call on Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 11 feet away. Nails it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
The drive by James. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Golden State's ball.
Cleveland foul called. LeBron James. That's his third personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of two is good. That gives them the lead.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 1. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's James. Count it.
That bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop can seal the deal.
Warriors call a timeout.
right, fellas, it's here for the taking. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
And stolen by LeBron. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're losing by 1. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it. They do have a foul to give here.
You might see them use it at some point.
Timeout called, the Warriors. They're behind by 1. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. So they foul intentionally. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2.
Timeout for Golden State.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 2. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Klay Thompson. Timeout, Cleveland.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Here's James. Oh, no good there. The potential. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. And it's the Warriors to start out. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Get on the road!
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's foul number 2 for him. The drive by James, and he gets the bucket. LeBron's got the first basket here in overtime for the Cavs.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice speed on it. How about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
Nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
He dishes it to Love. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
They are really struggling with fouls, Kevin. It's still early, but one more foul, and they're over the limit.
And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Warriors trail by 4. It's Curry with the drive. The 10-footer. Here's Bogut. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's LeBron. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. They get Andre Iguodala.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And it's Green missing.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And good on the basket. Book it.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Here's Curry with the 3. The shot no good. And Cleveland the other way now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Kevin Love. That's his 2nd personal foul.
2.
First team foul. At the line of the Cavaliers, Andre Iguodala.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. So he gets them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 from the field here in overtime. So far, they are rolling. Love outside. The drive by Smith. And the dunk by Love.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Smith right side. Poked loose. LeBron, no luck. Here's Golden State now. 8-point game. It's Curry outside, and that's collected by Love.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And Green gets it to go.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
The leaner. Rebound Bogut.
Boy, that's a tough one. But he did all he could there, using the leaner to get the shot off.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough fuel to get across the finish line comfortably.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
LeBron, no player has to endure the kind of scrutiny and pressure that you do on a nightly basis. How do you stand and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, I'm glad we was able to get this win.
Thank you, LeBron. Kevin, this guy is extraordinary.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Well, everyone wanted to come play hard tonight, but I thought the job he did was remarkable. The defending champs do not go down easily. It was an impressive performance to beat them tonight. I must say I'm very impressed. But he kept at it, both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was on his game.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.